I am not exaggerating. This is my story.
The Empire Podcast.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Empire. And yes, we have another great guest, founder and director of the Total Youth Development Training Center, and much more. And that gentleman's name is Robert Cummings, also known as Dr. Coach C. Welcome to The Empire.
Thank you.
Dr. Coach C, how's your day been?
It is just terrific. Terrific.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How's your year been? And, we're halfway through 2025, right?
We're in it. And, you enjoy the journey. Every journey begins with the first step. So I enjoy the journey. I've learned how to enjoy the journey.
Ooh, can you enlighten us? Like, how do some people not enjoy the journey?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Because they don't know how to adjust, adapt, and move on within the trials and the tests and the tribulations that you're going to have. They're going to be there. Regardless. So if you don't have a person or have learned how to adapt to whatever situation it may be, if you don't know how to adjust to whatever situation it may be, you might be going through some things and then you will backpedal. We don't want to backpedal. We want to continue to move forward, no matter what. No excuses.
Yeah.
Just results.
I love that. I remember hearing that made me think like things that are stagnant are dead.
That's it, sir.
And I don't know, this is coming to me right now, but do you have a morning routine?
Yes. Oh, yes, I do.
What's your morning routine?
My morning routine, I listen to what I share is my vision every morning. So on my phone, I listen to it, and it takes about maybe a minute and 20 seconds, but I listen to that, also listen to a prophecy over my life before I hit that floor. First thing that come out of my mouth, thank you, Lord. First thing that come out of my mouth before I hit my 2 feet, thank you, Lord, for my life today. I do the same thing every morning, unless I have to adapt, adjust, because my wife needs me to do something.
Yes.
But other than that, that is my routine every day.
What's your vision currently? What was your vision this morning?
Well, the vision is this: to restructure families, communities, and schools, one father at a time.
Okay.
Because I was a victim of that. No dad, did what he did, left my mother, and then my mother gave me away at 3 months old. So I became a victim automatically.
Victim mindset.
Victim mindset. I could stay there.
Got you.
I could have stayed there like many do. I didn't.
Got you. Growth.
Got
you. I like to believe that God, the universe creator, never gives us more than what we can bear, and everything's to make us stronger. And I have this hypothesis, which is there's a war going on out here, spiritual warfare, physical warfare. And for example, using God's side, I don't need weak warriors. I need strong warriors. So I have to test you to see how strong you are. And
absolutely, sir.
Am I making sense?
No, you're making sense. You're going right down my road.
Yeah.
You're making this easy for me.
I love it. But Dr. Coach C, can you tell everybody who may not know who you are and the things that you do, who you are and the things that you do?
Well, I'm Dr. Coach C, that name, and I'll share a little bit about how I got that, Dr. Coach C. Of course, a young man growing up, made it through, and I'll move forward. Wanted to be a police officer, and I went in the military. Enjoyed it, sitting in West Germany, 1974, on my way to Vietnam. I was almost at the end of the actual war. Mm-hmm. But we have a term in the military, United States Army, we have a term called the flag never went up. And that means that we never got deployed. But I loved it. I love what the military did to me. It showed me who I was. I was a leader and didn't know it. And I come to find out that I had these abilities, I had these gifts, and I began to find out these gifts that were placed in me from my mother's womb. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making you put a smile on your face and believe that you can do it. Failure is not an option with me and not with you as well. It's a choice. But we have to have opportunity to make choices. And that's what I do. That's Dr. Coach C. And I got that name. I was with the NBA for 6 years. I was the pastor for the Los Angeles Clipper and their fitness coach as well. I enjoyed that journey. That was a beautiful journey. Also, I was with the program called the SoCal Coyotes in the Coachella Valley in Palm Desert, California. I was their pastor and fitness coach as well. And I got the term Coach C. I didn't know how to do anything about football. It was an NFL development league for the NFL. I mean, it was an awesome, awesome journey. Spent 8 years with them, and I learned something. I learned that everybody don't want to go forward. Everybody does not want to go where you're going, but you don't set them aside because they're not ready to go there. But you be there for them, and that's what I was with the NBA. I was their chaplain, and I established a prayer before they got on the court, right? And all the other teams that came in, right, and played us, and when we was on the road. And I truly enjoyed learning how to be a person there for that person when they needed me. That's what a chaplain does. I'm there for you when you need me. That's where I got the word Coach C. Well, the Dr. Coach C came in 2019 when I received an honorary doctorate for the work that I'd done in Los Angeles for 40 years with the LAPD and the LA Sheriffs. I don't know if you went on my website, you will see that particular, at Fremont High School, we had a boot camp that I was involved with the LAPD Department, 77th Division Police Department. And I had a desire, and it's been a desire in my heart, and it's still here today, to help those fatherless children that became a statistic. But you don't have to stay at the statistic. I'm sitting here right before you, just one person. I'm a story, and I'm sitting here before you. I didn't stay there. God began to bring people in my life that mentored me, and I needed that. Little Robert needed that. I might go teared here. I needed that because I need a father. Every young man needs a father figure. And we know the statistics about families that don't have a dad. If the dad is not in that home, and it's a dad that needs to have
Structure.
structure. He needs foundation. And when he doesn't have that in a home, even though he's in the home, that home is going to fall. Everybody's going to fall. It's like the little child on the bank of a river. Throw the rock in the river, but it has a ripple effect. Everything that we do is a choice. And that choice not only affects you, but it affects everybody that's associated with you. That's what I'm talking about, the metaphor of the rock and the water. It hits here. It hits right here. But look at the stream. Look at the pond. It affects the whole pond. And so when we make those choices to leave our family, and for whatever reason, you don't want to, be a father, but you are one now. You can't never not be that. Once a child come here on this earth and you sowed that seed, you're going to be a father. Whether you be that father that you were designed to be that husband, what you're designed to be, and to be married and to be, everything that you need to be for that family. That's my desire. And that's why we developed Total Youth Development Training Center, to help that young child, to have opportunity to say, yes, Coach C, I want help. And I received that honorary doctorate after 40 years of work. And I don't do things, those that know me, I don't do things to get accolades. Whether I get them or not, I still done the work. We've done the work. To receive the accolades, fine, I receive it. Does it open doors? Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. When I received that doctorate, oh my. But still, even though you received that doctorate or you received the work, people still need to trust you.
Yep.
They need to trust you.
That's why word of mouth is still like the most powerful
Yes, sir.
networking thing anyway.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I agree 100%. And so I got involved in Los Angeles as part of the 40 years of the receiving the doctorate. I got involved in juvenile halls and prisons in 1984 in Las Vegas. I spent 7 years of going into the prisons in Las Vegas, Jean Institution Prison and Indian Springs Institution Prison, and I enjoyed it. Because those people, those young men that are in those prisons, most of them, fatherless homes.
Yep.
And yes, they made those choices. Yes. There's one thing I will not do. I will not pity you. You don't need that. You need somebody to be there to be empathetic with you and be sympathetic with you. You've been there, you've done that, and you know how to feel. Even though, this is huge, we all deal or cope with issues differently. I found that out.
Very true. Very
Everybody, even though you went through what I went through, no dad and no mom, boy, I tell you, but still, you go do it differently. I've learned how to be very empathetic and very sympathetic.
That's what they say, walk a mile in another man's shoes, that whole saying.
That's it.
That saying. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying, please like and subscribe and comment down below. What I wanted to say is that I remember hearing there's a difference between a dad and a father.
Oh, yes.
And I guess people can put the title on however they want, but it's just like anybody out here can have a kid, but the person who steps up and does their responsibility with that kid is like a father or a dad, however you want to categorize. But anybody can have a kid, but the actual individual that steps up and takes care of their responsibility is much different.
Absolutely, 100%. Responsibility, let's add another word, accountability.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's missing in our society. And I know this. I know that I'm only one person, but I'm going to do my best to give opportunity to every child, every family, every dad to say, hey, I want to step back in. I want to be that man of accountability and responsibility that I was not. Don't give up on yourself. I didn't give up on myself because I didn't have a dad and I didn't have a mom in my life. Okay, it happened. It happened. Let's move forward.
It's part of your story.
It's my story.
Yeah.
And I got to tell my story.
I got you.
I have to tell it. And here it is again. You asked me, and I'm so glad you did. I love sharing, and I'm here for you. Whatever questions you have for me, I want to give truth.
Got you. If you parachute out of a building, do you give it to somebody else or do you give it to yourself?
Ooh, that's a tough one. What do you do? Did you put the mask on you first, or you put the mask on the other person first on that plane?
There we go. That was a joking question, but it kind of came out pretty.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's interesting because I remember hearing that people don't want to hear stories where it's all no one went through anything. People want to hear stories when people go through things, which I find very interesting. And I guess it's a way for people to get testimony that, hey, I went through stuff and I made it through, and so can you. Or maybe you can relate to the trials and tribulations that I went through, and you can make it. You can still become a good human being. You don't have to be bitter and wicked and cynical because of the hardship. You can still be an upright human being.
Absolutely, sir. You said it all. That was a big mouthful. But you know what I found out and you probably have too. I found this out that everybody doesn't want to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You can give them all the information, you can give them all the wisdom, but they still got to choose to want it.
Yeah.
They got to choose to want it. And you ask them, why don't you want it? Well, I was born like this and I'm going to stay. Okay, that's your choice. But there is going to come a time.
Very true.
That you're going to cry out. And guess what? Coach C's going to be there. I don't know about anybody else, but I know my integrity. I know my integrity. I give you my word. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Amen. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but it's reminding me. I remember, and I'll speak about it personally. Sometimes you'll hear the same message told to you by the same person and by different people, but for some reason, when a different individual or different aspect of it comes to you, the same message, it resonates.
Yes.
and the light bulb goes off.
Yes.
And I'm not sure why it happens, but I guess it just happens. Maybe it's just timing. But I always find that amazing because, just like the situation we're talking about, like you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink it. But perhaps someone else with green shoes shows the same horse, the same water. And you're like, you know what? I'll drink it this time. And so I learned that that's also a very interesting thing. It's just how it's presented, I guess, and the timing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as you talk about that, over my years of doing what I do with the NBA, with the NFL, been in those kind of positions, I have found out this. Again, we're going to go back to it. Choice.
Mm-hmm.
All will always come back
Yeah.
for choice. And for whatever reason, why you didn't take it for the first time when somebody came to you with that fresh water, it's clean, it's filtered, and it tastes good, but you chose not to drink for whatever reason. For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Didn't see it.
You didn't see it.
They didn't see it.
You didn't see it for whatever reason. But the beautiful part is to always be there when they're ready.
Yeah. Amen. Dr. Cummings, we did speak, about your growing up here, but if you can give us a brief, as much as you can, like to say origin story, like the cartoons of how you grew up, where you grew up to the great, incredible man that you are today.
Okay.
If you can give us a brief one.
So I said, like growing up from the man, all I know is his name is from the birth certificate. That's all that I know. I was born in General Hospital, which is East LA, and he left my mom at 17, and now she has a child. This is in 1955.
Okay.
Having sex and without being married was a no. It was a cardinal sin, buddy. They look at you like, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
community coming after you.
Oh, the community is coming. The neighborhood is coming after you, right? So my mom, but it happened. It happened. She was in the church that I found that she was in the church, and that was a big no-no, right? But she gave me away at 3 months old, and some people that knew her, they took me in. But even in that home, and I'm not discrediting the home, but in that home, the environment was a bad, bad environment. I loved the people, I loved them, but I grew up in a drug-infested home.
What kind of drugs?
Those that know, this is in 1955 when I say these things. Red Devils, Yellow Jackets, Bennies. At that time, wasn't the weed stuff at that time, but those three things were going on in homes at that time to function.
Can you explain what those are for people who may not know?
Will. Yes, I will. And I'll move forward, not now, but I'm going to go and then come back. I am a drug and alcohol counselor as well as a result of that, and I shall reason why. So Red Devils are what they call succanals. They make you look like this. Just why would you want to take something like that? And then bennies, right? Barbiturates are the Red Devils. Succanals are the bennies, uppers. You have the uppers and you got downers.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Devils are downers. The bennies are uppers. So you up and down and up and down. And your system, your psyche, your psychological, physiological brain and body is going through it. And you're not eating right? And then you're drinking with it, right? And so I saw this my whole life as a little child. But some kind of way, the grace of God was on my life in the midst of all that. It affected me in the school. I was not an ignorant child. It wasn't that I didn't know how to learn, but it affected me going to school because I knew I had to go back home to that environment. Very bad. As I was growing up, I was a little child, and I was a very outstanding child in sports, but I never really played any team sports. I probably would have did great for whatever reason, but I was a very protected child, and I didn't know that I didn't know at that time, but it was God protecting me from danger. In 1965, during the Watts riot, after the Deadwater situation, those that know about the Watts riots, 103rd and Central, and it came all the way down, and we lived at Central and 45th Street, around the corner from Duto's Music Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I saw the National Guard shoot people. I'm like 10 years old at this time, and I'm watching this right there. I remember we had curfew. You could not be out after 10 o'clock. If you was, oh, it was bad. I seen people walking down the street looting, carrying couches and this and that as a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the same time, traumatized from the drug life in that home. I mean, I am not exaggerating. This is my story.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, we moved to Carson, California in 1965.
Who's we?
We is the people that kept me.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a foster. It was an indirect foster, not a court appointed.
Mm-hmm.
The people that knew my mother, they took me in. And I thank God for that. They passed away now.
Mm-hmm.
But they took me in, and I'm so grateful. But still, telling truth at the same time. It was a drug-infested home.
Mm.
I have to tell the truth. But I love them. I love them to this day. Because I guarantee I couldn't tell you where I would be. I couldn't tell you where I would be. I would love to try to fabricate something.
Yeah.
I'm just telling truth.
Only God would know.
Only God's the only one that would know. Moving forward, made it through elementary school. We were the first class in our neighborhood called Centerview, 169th and Avalon. It was an area. You know what the 91 freeway is?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I watched the 91 freeway get built. At that time in 1965, there was nothing in Carson. It was called Carson Gardena. You walk across the street, that's Carson. Walk back across the street, that's Gardena.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so we moved in that area, in the area of Centerview. And it was a beautiful, 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 beautiful homes. And now we're in a home, and I really, really enjoyed it. Moving forward, we was only 6 people that graduated from Ambler Avenue School. 6 people. I was one of the 6.
Is this elementary or high school?
This is an elementary school that they built in our community. Mm. We were the first 6 kids that graduated from Ambler Avenue School. Then we went on to Prairie Junior High School in Gardena. And then I made it through that. Then I graduated from Gardena High School.
A lot of time in Gardena.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gardena High School. The Mohegans back in the day.
Okay.
Today, they call it a Panther. Oh, no. We're Gardena Mohegans. And I was a sportsman. I ran track and field. I did high jump. I took second in the city in 1973 at East LA College. Went on to go to college. I wanted to be a police officer and went to school with a gentleman by the name of Earl Paysinger and Gannon, Mr. Gannon. They both went on to be the LAPD Deputy Chief of the Police Department, Earl Paysinger, and Chief Gannon of 77th Division Police Department. Shout out to those 2 men, and I went in the military.
Mm. Ooh. It's so cool because I was going to ask you what independent sport you did, but it was track and field.
Track and field.
But you said you probably would have succeeded if you were probably like on a basketball team or a baseball team or a football team, even a bowling team, a chess team.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know, I want to talk about the Total Youth Development Training Center. Why did you start it? Who is it for? And can you explain what it is?
Okay. I started because I received the vision from God to build the total youth, spirit, soul, and body. I started in the martial arts over in West Germany, and I enjoyed it. Shudokan was my system, 1974, and I spent 45 years in the martial arts. I'm also in the Hall of Fame of martial arts. I was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2010. Of my 40 years of martial arts, I'm inducted with Frank Dukes and Sugarfoot Bill Wallace. Frank Dukes is the one of the movie's Bloodsport. If you watch that movie,
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Jean-Claude Van Damme portrayed Frank Dukes.
Ah.
When me and Frank Dukes and Sugarfoot Bill Wallace were inducted to the Hall of Fame, and many others into the Hall of Fame in 2010. I have the pictures. Yes.
Got the proof.
I have the proof.
Got the evidence.
I got the evidence. And so 40 years of the martial arts, and I started a program at Victoria Park in Carson in 1976. Came back from West Germany, and I got this drive to begin to help our youth, the avenue and the platform of the martial arts, to help family. From that, I just had a desire to help family because I was a victim of no dad. And I used the martial art platform to do that. And it was an outstanding program, and it grew and grew. And then in 2000, I was at St. Andrews Park. I started another karate program there. And then that grew, and I ended up being at Crenshaw Christian Center. Dr. Frederick Casey Price, the founder and pastor of Crenshaw Christian Center, right? And I ended up being on staff there as well. And I started a karate program. Again, a platform to build family, right? And so we started that program in 2000. That's when Total Youth Development Training Center started, and it was founded. And it was to build family, to bring family together. I would never, ever take a child on the road or go anywhere to the different karate tournaments without a family member. Hopefully, dad. Preferably dad. And we did that. I have pictures. Again, I have evidence of all those years of going to those tournaments with family. And that's what the whole purpose and the structure and the foundation of building Total Youth Development Training Center. Development is the key. I wanted to develop family. What is family? How do you develop family? Well, I found out that family without God in it, without having structure and foundation of the Bible, hopefully if you do believe in that, if not, it's not a problem. But I found out that you need God in your family as a father because of accountability and responsibility, and it brings foundation to that family.
Some type of faith is in order to keep something beyond the material world.
Absolutely.
And keep it in structure.
Absolutely.
You know, I wanted to share with you, and it's coming to me right now, is that, and I took sign language for a little bit, and the thing that's reminding me is that the way you say family in sign language is you go like this.
Wow.
Family.
Wow. Okay.
Family.
Okay.
You want to try it with me?
Yes.
Together, and then boom.
Wow.
Family.
Wow.
In sign language. So I just wanted to share that with you.
I appreciate that.
And people at ASL, if I did it wrong, then forgive me.
Amen.
Forgive me, but I just wanted to share that with you.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so that's where Total Development Training Center, because I'm a military guy. I understand training. I understand following instructions. I understand structure. I understand if I don't give you the right instructions and teach you how to follow instructions, things could happen that we do not want to happen, right?
Yep.
We don't have to continue to spin the wheel. We don't have to continue to be on the hamster mentality.
The rat race,
right? And it's always, we continue to do this. We continue to the cycle, continue to repeat the cycle. So you ask your question, when are we going to stop repeating the cycle? You can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result. We that are older, we understand that example is the best teacher.
Yeah.
Experience is a teacher, but it's not the best teacher. I can follow your example and don't have to repeat the same things that you do. We understand this, that are older, that insane is not what people think. Oh, going crazy. No. Insane is doing the same thing, but you expect a different result.
Is what you do. You know what it makes me think of is, in your opinion, Why do you think people get caught in doing the same thing over and over and not realize that they're doing the same thing over and over? What's it in your opinion?
We have a term back in the day. I don't know if you ever heard this growing up. Fat meat is greasy.
Mm.
Never heard that.
Mm-mm.
Fat meat is greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, see, you don't believe that what I'm sharing with you is truth. So you're going to go ahead and do the same thing. I told you, if you go down that road, this is going to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't believe that fat meat's greasy, and it is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe what I'm sharing with you. So you want to be inquisitive. There's nothing wrong with being inquisitive, but not that kind of inquisitive. You don't believe that that fire is going to burn you if you touch it.
Got you.
You can't continue to sow the same seed, but expect a different result. If I plant orange seeds, only thing that I can receive is oranges.
Yeah,
A seed can only reproduce after its own kind. If I plant the same seeds that you did, I am going to get the same results.
Got you. It's like they're acting in defiance, if anything.
That's exactly it, brother.
It's a defiance.
That's exactly it. You're in defiance.
Yeah.
And you choose, here we go again, and you choose to not to listen and follow my instructions.
Yeah. You know, when you said example, right, being an example, it reminded me about how representation is so important, right? So that way people can see people that look Black American, to see a Black American pilot, can see an architect. That way they can say, oh, I can do that too. And shout out to Dr. Sharina Betters, who I had on. She was saying that anytime there's the first of anything, we should take a pause and recognize that there's the first of this individual. And on top of that, we should make sure that they're not the last of that first. So it was just making
Absolutely,
me think about that.
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So here I am today. I've been married 45 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that. Okay, go ahead, continue, please. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that.
I've been married 45. How did I do that? Knowing about my backdrop. And I'm not the only one, but this is my story. No dad, no example. Mom gave me away. I'm hurt, pain, resentment. I can have malice and envy in my heart. I could choose to do that.
Yeah.
Because of the hurt. But I chose not to.
Got you. No uncles, no aunties, no
I
grandma,
am
no
the
nothing.
I am the only child of my mother. Now my auntie has 5 sons and 2 daughters. I have cousins.
Okay.
I have cousins, and
Okay.
3 of them are all pastors.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that I'm a pastor as well, as well. But we have there's
Connection.
no connection.
Yeah.
They know about me, I know about them, but still there's no.
Yeah. You're closer with the kids in the Juvi. I think I got his tongue. Cat got your tongue.
You
as
got
they
my
say?
tongue
Cat got
caught.
his tongue. Meow. Mouse got his tongue.
And that's not easy,
Yeah.
right? You are so right. I am so close with others that are not my biological family, my blood. And I put tears in my eyes because, why? I'm your cousin. I am your first cousin of your mom, her sister. I'm the only child. I don't have any other brothers. That's why I attach to you when you show interest in me for a reason, for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned not to I can't let everybody in. I can't.
It'll destroy the house.
I can't let you in here. And why, Coach C? Why can't you let everybody in? Because I found out over my life that everybody's not there for the right reasons. They're not. They're there. And there's nothing wrong with you want to jump on the bandwagon of Total Youth Development Training Center and you come and then you leave. Oh, it's no problem. There's no problem. But that's not why I would want you in my life. And the first thing that I need to see, are you a person of integrity? Can I trust you? Because that's what those children in juvenile hall, that's what they're looking for. Because they have been lied to over and over and over again. I have been lied to over and over again. And I learned, have I lied? Of course we have.
We're human.
We're human. We make those choices. They're not mistakes. Those are choices that we make.
Yeah. Even something like, hey, baby, does this dress make me look fat? No, you're good.
It's not. Come on.
It's not the truth.
It's not the truth.
But hey.
But it happens. And so that's why it's so, total youth development is me. I am total youth development.
Yes. Amen. Do you need a napkin or anything like that?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I just go there for.
I have to ask. Just out of respect,
Yes,
I have
sir.
to make
Yes,
sure.
sir.
I have
So-
to make sure my peoples are good.
So my life, I have now, and I'm going to throw this in, and I am 70 years old. God has kept me. He has kept me.
Yeah. Amen. Man, there was something I wanted to say, but I can't remember.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
It'll come back, hopefully.
You talked to, because I hit you with the 45 years married. I do have 4 children.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
It'll come back.
We'll move forward, right?
Yes,
we'll move
sir.
forward. You're a veteran, right?
Yes, I
Correct.
am,
Thank
sir.
you for your service. So, a couple of questions, which is, why did you join the military? And what was the thing or things that sparked in your mind and said, hey, I'm a leader? Because I believe you mentioned that earlier.
Okay. I joined the military because the dad that I did have, the father figure that I did have in the home, he mentioned one day, and I'm in college. And he may say, why don't you go in the military? He just said that. He just said that. We had never have a conversation about it. Like I said, I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to stop the thing that I was involved in and had the environment of drugs and alcohol. I wanted to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to be a vice cop. But that which I was involved in and I got involved in the military. But I got in the military because, hey, you know what? Yeah, this is something I might want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down to the recruiter, found out, and then back then you had to do what they call selective service. You had to go and when you turned 18,
Sign up for it.
you had to sign up for it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did sign up for it, I chose to go in. And at that time, hey, I just did it. I don't even know why. I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could, again, fabricate something up like, ooh, this is why I did. I can't. I'm just telling you, I chose to go in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad I did. End up doing 26 years and retired in 2000 as an E7 Sergeant First Class.
Mm-hmm.
And found out, like as I said, I found out I was a leader. Now, how did you find that out? The drill sergeant, this is doing 1974. Well, actually, yeah, 1974. And the drill sergeant looked over at me. I have the pictures. And he said, Cummings. I'm all, right. At Fort Ord, California. And he said, take that squad. Just like that. Take that squad. Vietnam vet. I took the squad.
How many people are in a squad?
In one squad is 10 to 12 men.
Okay.
In a platoon, 32 to 40 men.
Okay.
So I just took that squad. And all of a sudden, these qualities, I found they were already in me. The qualities to do what? To be a leader, they were already there from God.
Can you share some of the qualities?
The qualities, number one, integrity. There are seven Army military core values that we learn immediately. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, and integrity. You learn those. Those are built in you every day. We have to say them every day, all day. And here I am sitting here, removed from the military. I retired in 2000. So you see the years. Mm-hmm. Those were ingrained in us. Because I have to trust you when we go out on that battlefield. I have to rely on you because we're on that battlefield. No matter what the color of your skin, I have to share this with you. I'm on my way to West Germany, and we'll come back. You're gonna love this. I'm on my way to West Germany, 19 years old. And I'm sitting on the plane, and it's the first time I ever experienced this. Now I experienced it twice. And next to me is a mother and a little girl. The little girl was sitting next to me on the plane, headed to West Germany. And the little baby And I'm looking at her. She's easing closer over to me, moving closer over to me. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, Caucasian. And the little girl, and I had my arm like this. And she took her arm next to my arm and rubbed it. And then looked at her arm. See if, and her mother looked at her, and then she looked at me. I said, it's okay. I said, it's okay. To see if that color would rub off on her.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time I ever experienced something like that. And it really touched me. And I have no words for that. But the first time I ever experienced something like that devastated me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get over to West Germany, and I'm over there, and I'm like, this is permanent duty station now. And I did experience all kind of stuff in boot camp. But guess what? It never, ever, ever really affected me from that perspective. But that did. And I learned how to cope with other ethnic groups. Because why? We had to trust each other. I had to trust you. You had to trust me. And we built. If you ask me the question, Coach, what do you miss most from the military? This is what I miss. I miss the esprit de corps, which is a French word. Esprit de corps, which is the camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Family. I got family.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys became my family. We slept together. We ate together. We look alike. We did everything the same. And we became family. What did I get? I got foundation. And I got structure. That to this day, if I didn't get that, I guarantee you that I wouldn't be sitting here before you. Because this was ordained from the foundations of the earth. You were planned to be in my life, and I was planned to be in your life.
Exactly. What a blessing.
And here we are.
And here we are. Yeah. Oh, man, so many things I want to talk about, but I remember some of the things I wanted to say, which is talks about trusting everybody to can't trust everybody.
No, you can't.
And so I thank you for coming here and spending your time and trusting to sit with us, even trusting to become emotional with us. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I would ask what you saw in me in our brief conversation that you would be willing to stay with us, but that's not important. You're here now. That's what's important.
I'll tell you.
Sure. Why not?
You asked me,
Anybody could have asked you.
but you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you asked me, I get this thing from God when certain things that he wants me to do. I missed it sometime. I have missed it,
Mm-hmm.
but I've grown and I'm still growing, right? As a man, learning how to, what we call, I get this check from God inside me. You can trust that man.
Okay. Awesome. I'll take it. Hey, I like it. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with
yeah.
it, And I realize going back to like not letting everybody in, because some people just like to see people's houses burn.
Sir.
They get a pleasure out of watching you suffer
Yes, sir.
and being a catalyst to that suffering.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to protect
You
ourselves.
got to protect yourself. I share with my young men, I share with husbands, I share with men especially. You need to understand that you must be, yes, God Almighty, yeah, but you must put yourself as priority. If you don't put yourself as priority, you cannot be accountable. You cannot be responsible to be able to help others
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't put on the mask first.
Yep.
You have to be first.
Boom. Should I have a chapter in my book? 10 things got to put the cabin mask on you first. I want to know, Coach C, if you want to play a quick game with us.
Play it.
All right. So this is what I want to do. I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to go back to, and I know it's been an interesting upbringing, but go back to your ages, 10 years old, maybe. All right. Take us back. And you smell something cooking. And it's one of your favorite dishes that you smell cooking. What is it that you smell?
Pancakes.
Actually, where are you?
I'm in the kitchen where I always be, and that's where I learned how to cook, watching. I love pancakes.
Who's cooking them? Where are you? What's around you?
Carson, California. in the home, watching my mother's, stepmother. I don't even like to say that word step.
Mm-hmm.
I never ever said that word, and I'll tell you why. But I love cooking. I just watched. She never really taught, but I just watched. And that's how I learned how to cook.
What's it around? Is there like a table? Is there anything else around? The TV on? Anything else on? Anything around?
No, the TV's not on at this time. Not this time.
What does your mom look like? What is she wearing?
Uh, she always wore she always wore an apron. She wore an apron cooking. Always wore an apron. Had a beautiful smile. Even though the environment of the home was in a, I'm gonna use this word, in a discombobulated state, and for whatever reason, I know today now, but it was God protecting me from hurt and pain, even though I was in a situation of hurt and pain, but I didn't allow it from the perspective to really break me down and not be here today with you.
And with those pancakes, your favorite meal, how many stacks do you usually get? How
10.
many?
I could eat 10 pancakes.
Just pancakes alone? Anything else you have with it?
Oh, syrup.
Okay.
I don't need anything else. Syrup and pancakes. I love pancakes. To this day.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Cummings. That was it. Just wanted to go down that road. Thank you so much.
Amen. I love pancakes.
So we were going to get into, and here it is, right? The name Coach C. Where did it come from? How did it come about?
Coach C came about in 2014 in Coachella Valley.
Okay.
I'm retired from the school district, Palm Springs Unified School District. And in that time, the SoCal Coyotes used to come into all the schools. They were NFL Development League, founded by David J. Miller. And he used to be with the Miami Hurricanes in Hawaii. He was there like a publicist guy. But he started a program for football players, a development football league, the SoCal Coyotes, if you look them up. And it was powerful. And he actually needed, I didn't know this, but he needed somebody to be able to arrest, I'm going to use this word, arrest the behavior of those young men. Not that they were bad young men, but they were coming from all over the United States with issues, with situations like mine.
They needed some order.
They needed structure, had none. Outstanding athletes. I mean, you see them today, but you see they also have some character issues. NBA, baseball, hockey. You see it, problems, issues that affect their marriages, relationships, and got money, but still have character issues. And so he found out who I was and came and got me. And how that happened, at Palm Springs High School, we have what they call, ever heard of FCA? Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It is an organization of Christian athletes throughout the world. And they come into schools and have church services on the campuses. The children in the school are the ones that bring them in. And so I was a security guard in Palm Springs Unified School District. At the same time, when I was out there being a pastor, had to get a job, take care of my wife. And so that's how I got into the schools. And so this particular day, I said, man, I want to go over. And my other guy said, yeah, go coach, go over there. They called me Mr. C at that time. So I went to this FCA meeting, Pancakes, this or that. The teacher knew who I was.
You say pancakes?
Oh, man, tell me.
That's the first thing he said, folks, when he went over. He's like, pancakes.
Oh, my gosh. So I'm at this FCA. I'm in the back. The teacher knew who I was, my backdrop. She never told none of the children who I was. So the gentleman was in there, and she gave me, said, Mr. C, would you like to say something? I said, yes. So one of the young men says, after I was talking, he said, do you know Jesus? So I played the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
This young man, he said, you don't know anything about the Bible? What is? I don't need no Bible. Oh, I went there with him.
Okay.
Long story short, and he and then I said something to him, and he looked at me. He said, "You do know about God, don't you?" I said, "Yes, I do." And after that, I shared my testimony, a little bit of testimony. Went back to work. Well, unbeknownst to me, there was a young lady in the FCA meeting that was the daughter of the founder of the SoCal Coyotes
Mm-hmm.
of the NFL Development League, David J. Miller.
You never know who's watching, folks.
You never know. She goes home, tells her dad, they're telling me the story, tells her dad, "Dad, you need to hear this guy. He came into our FCA meeting and he talked about God. He has a testimony. Dad, Next thing I know, I'm getting a call.
I was going to say, ring, ring.
Now, when you're a security officer on a high school campus and you get a call from a dad about his daughter, that ain't good. That's not good.
Red flags.
Red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Red flag.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "I understand you met my daughter." That's how he has on the phone. I said, "Oh, what did I do? Or what has been said?"
Gotcha. He's like, "I was only in Vegas for two days. I didn't meet no daughter."
Right. He said, I need to come see you. This is how he did it. I said, okay. He came the next day. After school, we had a meeting. Came into my office. We sat down and talked. Shared with him my story. And he says this to me. He says, "I need you in my life." Well, he said, and we shared tears. He shared his background. We had the same kind of background. Basically, his dad was an alcoholic, sitting in the court. I think he was about 5 or 6 year old. Dad got a life sentence to go to prison. 50 years life sentence, and he's sitting there with his mom. Long story short. And next thing I know, he says, "I need you," and he shared with me. I said, "Well, I don't know anything about football." He says, "They don't know that." That's how I got to become called Coach C.
Hey, I love it. I love it. You know, there was something that you said that I thought was really interesting, which is like, just because you have money doesn't mean you have good character. Basically, right? And I think that's very interesting because money doesn't make the character, but someone with character can make money.
Yes, sir.
Right. And I wanted to get into, because we talked about, you mentioned like NBA players, right?
Yes.
And you worked as a chaplain for the Clippers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you talk about how that position happened and what was some of your duties for these young men that probably struggle with some character
sir.
flaws as well?
At this time, I was now a pastor, assistant pastor at Crenshaw Christian Center. At this time, they moved from 9550 Crenshaw and over to the famous location of the Pepperdine University, and we bought that property. So now we're over there off of 74th, 79th in Vermont. And I became a pastor on staff after a season being there. And I was in my office, and a gentleman by the name of Pastor Alan Landry, he was the chaplain for the Clippers with Elgin Baylor when they was at the Forum. And he called me in my office and said, "Pastor Cummings, come to my office." So I said, okay. So I walk over to his office. He says, "Have a seat for a moment." He says, just looks at me, and he says, "God spoke to me about you last night." And he says, "God spoke to me and he told me to tell you that you are to be the chaplain of the Los Angeles Clippers, to take my position. I'm stepping down." That's how it happened. Never been to the Staples Center. This is when the Staples Center was the Staples Center. Of course, it's now the Crypto Center. And I met Elgin Baylor, the famous Elgin Baylor, and Elaine, which is his wife. They also were members of the church as well, but I didn't know them. And that's how I became the chaplain of the Los Angeles Clippers in 2005. And the rest is history. My assignment, as I learned, because I was a chaplain in the military, God had already prepared me, not even knowing. My last 6 years in the military, I was a chaplain's assistant for the United States Army. and / master fitness trainer as well. And my initial assignment as a chaplain of a NBA baseball, every NBA sport or professional team has a chaplain. I don't know if you knew that, but they all do because they need some help as well as with their character and their morals and ethics and values. So my responsibility initially is just to be there as a voice for them, to be there for whatever reason they might need me. And we had some things to where I was the only NBA chaplain in NBA that traveled with the team. Not all the time, but I always traveled at the end of the year. The Clippers did what they called their turnaround. We first went to Houston, played the Rockets, went to Houston, Texas. Then we went to San Antonio and played the Spurs. And our last place was Dallas, played the Dallas Mavericks. My mom lived in Dallas. My first time seeing my mother, meeting my mother was age 25 for about 10 minutes. Next time I met my mom and went to go see her was age 40 when I flew to Dallas to take her to see her grandsons. And yes, my mama would, try to make up, but say, Mom, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Mama. She would cry all the time. I say, Mom, it's okay. Look at me today. Somebody was praying for me. God took care of me, and I'm here with you today. So I always visit my mom and surprised her every year. My whole 6 years, I never told her I was coming.
Beautiful.
And just show up at her door. And it would be a beautiful time, and we had pancakes.
Of course. Clearly, right? Clearly.
Right.
What were some of your duties as a chaplain for the Clippers?
I had duties to where, and now I am the chaplain for the whole Staples Center. People that work there, people in the office, even fans, even people. I had a lady that was a season ticket holder. She used to see me all the time. She said, "What do you do? I see you going. You all over the place. I said, "Well, I'm the chaplain of the Clippers." "You're a chaplain here?" "Yes." In other words, a pastor to the Clippers and everybody else here that needs prayer. I used to pray for everybody, even just walk in and say, "Could you pray for me?" They found out that I was a chaplain. They would stop me in prayer and share stories with me, what they call the Red Coats guys, the security guys, everybody, everyone. And it was a beautiful assignment. It was a beautiful assignment to be there, to be a spiritual person for them. If you go to my website, you'll see a clipping called Hoops. It's called Hoops. You'll see that. You'll see that on my website. An interview with me, with Derek Fisher, and a lot of the players of the Lakers as well.
Gotcha.
Oh,
What in your opinion, from your experience, what was some of the biggest issues that some of these young men were dealing with in the NBA?
Women.
Gotcha.
Women on the road. You know about the stories. Some of the players got like 4 and 5 kids in every state. Just the infidelity and things like that. And these young men, like I said, they got money. In other words, they believe they can just do anything and do whatever they want and just do whatever they want to do.
And the women are destroying themselves at them too.
And destroying their lives. And today, many of them, they got to pay alimony because of those choices in their lives. And so I wasn't there to call them a sinner. I wasn't there to say, look what you're doing. I was only there to help them, to find their way, just like I found my way. That's all I was there, to be there for them. From A to Z, back to A, from Alpha to Omega, Omega back to Alpha, just to be there for them. Not only the players, but even the coaches. I've had a lot of coaches, "Coach, can you come pray for me before we start the game?" Absolutely. Because when I do chapel, we have 30 minutes on the clock before the game. We have chapel for the players that want to come to chapel before the game starts. Whoever we're playing, doesn't make any difference. You have a lot of guys on there because they don't get to go to church a lot on Sundays because they're playing. So when they do have the games, we have chapel for them. There's a service for them and the coaches and anyone else that would like to come.
As a chaplain, I had a question because you said you were a chaplain also in the military, right?
Yes.
So how do you deal with this conundrum, which is I'm in the military, which is basically about war and death.
Yes.
But then I'm also a man of God, which one of the commandments is thou shalt not kill.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you deal with such a?
Well, to understand that, actually the translation is thou shalt not murder.
Mm-hmm.
Is actually what that word means when you look up it in the Greek. The Old Testament is Hebrew, New Testament is Greek. When you look up that word, it's not actually kill, it's murder. And I share this with people because I had people ask me, how can you be this and you over here? Well,
What's the difference, by the way, between kill and murder?
okay, killing, right, is taking somebody's life, right, with force. And then you murder. You murdered someone. But to protect someone is different. So if we didn't have an armed forces, Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard, we would be taken over and we would be what we call a country, right, of what we call absolute monarchism. Ruled and telling you exactly what to do, when to do it. You have no life whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
We have an armed forces of the United States of America that protect our freedom. So the military forces, can you imagine not having a military force?
Gotcha. Doesn't America have the most military bases in the world?
You got that right.
Gotcha.
A lot of people have no idea, which I can't speak some things that are confidentiality.
Oh, please share something. Give us something.
Yeah.
You can't just say that, folks, and not give us something. Give us something.
Because
Give us a corner of the pancake. Give us
all right,
something.
I'll give you a corner of the pancake.
Give us a crust.
Unbeknownst to a lot of people, why, I'm going to ask the question, then you'll see. Why does everybody want us to be their ally?
Aren't we so powerful?
We're powerful.
Yeah.
We're very, very powerful. Not even Russia, they know. Just ask who? 1942. Ask Japan how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happened after they bombed Pearl Harbor. They lied to us, and then they bombed it, killed people. And what happened next? What happened to Hiroshima? Absolutely.
Yeah, tragedy.
Absolutely. America is the help to every other country. Now, when you talk about Israel, they are the most powerful, even though they're the most tiniest.
Mm.
Why? Because they belong to God from the perspective of those that curse Israel will be cursed. Those that bless Israel will be blessed. You can't, but why? Because he said so. They have never, ever, ever been defeated completely, and there never will be. Why? Because they're God's people. You just leave it right there. Because if you try to go anywhere with that, just leave it right there.
Gotcha. You're talking about the state of Israel or people who are Hebrews?
Hebrews, Israel.
Okay.
Israel. You can go into all the things, but because here's where you go with that. Either you believe it or you don't.
Okay.
You believe the Bible or you don't. If you don't believe it, it's not an issue. It's not an issue.
Gotcha.
We will. Here I always tell people, we'll find out.
Gotcha. Because I believe the state of Israel is it was developed in the 50s or the 60s, right? The state of Israel. That's occupying.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
You're the history guy.
That's a different story. But thank you for answering that question about
Yes,
the killing versus
absolutely.
murder, which is basically kind of like being a protector at any means necessary.
At any means necessary.
Yeah.
What would you do if somebody broke on your house?
Hey, you got to protect the family.
You got to protect your family.
Yeah.
And they got laws about that nowadays, right?
That part. It reminds me of the rapper LL Cool J. Someone broke into his house and he had to wrestle somebody in his robe. He was in his robe and he had to fight this person in his robe. And it's just, yeah. It's
And
wild.
you have to protect the freedom of this country.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to. I have been to countries. I have been to Nelson Mandela's home in Namibia, South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. I know. I've seen it. I've been all over the world.
Gotcha.
And I've seen pain and hurt. And when I came back, I literally kissed America. I put my lips on that ground.
Mm.
Because if you've never been there and saw it,
You don't
have
know.
no idea.
You don't know.
You have no idea.
You can look at pictures and stories. Yeah.
I've been all over. Military guy, I've been all over the world.
Gotcha. This makes me, it's coming back to me. I didn't want to ask it, but the spirit keeps on coming back to me. Because historically, you hear about the disenfranchisement of Black Americans serving this country, but then coming back and not getting the respect,
Absolutely.
whether actually in the armed forces and especially back here on the land. Is there any commentary you want to say about that?
Well, let's not put a color on it.
Okay.
Armed force, military men doesn't make any difference what ethnicity you are. They have not done us a good service.
2 out of 3
And if
are
you need
homeless.
and I have a different perspective now. And this is, and if you need to cut this out, but I have to say it.
No, let's go.
They want us meaning
The veterans?
not just veterans, not only veterans, but people in general say, okay, we are the what? United States. My question to you, are we? Are we the United States of America? As I've grown, we're not. Why do you say that, Coach? You ready? Okay, they want us to what? Pledge allegiance, right? To the flag of the United States of America, right? To which it stands, one nation. Stop right there. We are one nation? Really? One nation under God? What God?
Uh-oh.
Indivisible liberty? Oh, liberty? And justice for what?
Oh.
Really? You want me to pledge to that? I'm not pledging to that. I'm not pledging to, because we are not one nation under God. We are not one nation under God with liberty and justice for all? Really? We're not.
Didn't they write that when they have slaves?
Exactly. And so I have a new perspective. Everybody have each own. But if you want to be truthful and be a very candid and honest and a person of integrity, everything I just said, you'd have to say, I can't knock that. You're right, Coach. Absolutely. It's not that I'm right. It's truth. It's not that I'm right. It's truth. One nation. We're not. Liberty, justice for all, not. So why would I want to pledge to a nation like that? I wouldn't.
Yeah. True.
Is that true?
Very true.
It's very true.
Yeah.
And so when I'm somewhere, I will not say the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. I will not put my hand over my heart. I will not. And don't ask me to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I will not do it.
Gotcha. I can imagine, and this is my assumption, that other military, current and veterans might be offended by that.
Absolutely. But if they would be truthful and candid, they would have to stand up and say, Coach, I don't agree, but what you say is truth.
That's it. Proof's in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding. Because you're not going to sit there and tell me or stand there and tell me that there's justice for all. It is not. I work in the justice system. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I know. You can't tell me. I've been doing this a long time in prisons and juvenile halls. I've been doing it.
Wow.
Long time. Since 1984.
Hello. Well,
You can't tell me. You see the same crime, and I'm just going to go there.
Let's
You
go.
see the same crime from a young black boy. You see the same crime with other ethnicities. I'll leave it like that. And they don't get the same. Not the same. We can go all the way back to Mr. Tillman. Emmett Tillman, same thing. We can go to what we've seen today. Yes, they do. I know what they got in those. They got those goons. They got those things. These are truths, and they can't tell me because I know.
Gotcha. Do you think it's done by accidental or intentional?
It's intentional, on purpose. There is, and I'm always saying this. We won't never know this. What I'm going to say, we'll never know this, but there's something about us.
Hello.
Quote unquote, the black race, the Afro-American, the whatever you want to call her, whatever you want to call us. There's something about us that the enemy hates. There's something about us.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Envy.
Strife, malice. Why do you listen to our music? Go,
Got you. I used to say back in the day,
yeah.
we're the most hated and imitated at the same
Yes,
time.
sir. Absolutely.
Hated and imitated at the
And they
same
can,
time.
and you cannot tell me that that's not truth. A person can't stand before me and tell me what I am saying is not truth. It is truth. Again, you might disagree, and you have your disagreeability. You have your disagree to disagreeability. You have your disagree to disagree, right? You have that, yes. But it's still truth.
Yeah.
Still truth.
You know what it's making me think of when you say about what's so special about the Black American, because we basically are a whole different being throughout the whole world. And I believe in the Bible it says that you will be captors again in a new land for 400 years. And some people believe that
Tell you.
they're talking about the Black American.
And we've seen the Willie Lynch letters. I don't know if you ever seen the Willie Lynch letters. Look it up.
I know a little bit about it, but I haven't
Okay,
actually
the
fully
Willie
seen
Lynch
it.
letters is this.
Yeah.
The Willie Lynch letters was, and you can go get it off, that he went to the other slave owners, and he told the other slave owners, if you want them to obey you, you begin to bring difference between them. Get the light-skinned blacks against the dark-skinned blacks. You get the nice-haired blacks against the other-skinned blacks, and so on, and bring division.
Yeah. The husband and the wives.
Get them and bring division. And he said, this will go on for generations and generations. Do we not see that today? Let me give you an example.
Let's go.
If you know anything about the alphas, Alpha Phi Alpha, mostly all black. But look at the Kappas, mostly all light skinned.
Mm.
Look at the Deltas, you see the different colors. It's constantly going on, constantly happening within our culture today. And we still haven't learned. We haven't learned to trust each other. We haven't learned to love each other. It is amazing. And guess what? It's not going to ever stop.
Gotcha. Until we get enlightened.
You can only, this is just Coach C. You can only adapt, adjust, and move on. That's all you can do. And that's what I've done. Because I've seen it. I have seen it. You know what? Okay, no problem.
All right.
I'm going to move on.
Let's
I'm
go.
not going to allow myself to be subject to your ignorance.
Yeah. And such a low level of frequency, too.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Such
sir.
a low frequency.
Yes, sir.
Which also probably is intentionally put into the community.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right.
Here's what I love. I love truth. You never have to hide from truth.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
have to
because
look
it
over your
depends.
shoulder.
Because it depends.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Who you are.
It depends. Exactly. Yes, okay. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But truth will always rise to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because either I'm lying to you. If you go to my podcast, I always preface, either I'm lying to you or I'm telling you the truth. You choose.
Mm-hmm.
Either my story is false and fabricated, or I'm telling you the truth of the things that I've done and where I've been is truth. Or I'm lying to you.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
I like that.
There is no gray areas
Yeah.
when it comes to truth or lie. There's no gray area.
Yeah.
There's no white lies. Oh, you got to tell a little white lie. Why got to be white? How come it can't be a black lie?
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, yep.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We hear all these little endos. We hear all these little, but really, why got to be a white lie?
Mm-hmm. Well, white magic, black magic.
Yeah, why? We know why.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm not going to allow myself to be caught up, right, in all of that. I'm not, because it takes away energy from me that I can spend over here for positive versus negative.
Distraction.
Distraction. I don't need it, and I'm not going to do it. I've been there and done that.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, awesome. We're going to go a different direction.
Yes, sir.
I want to know if you want to play another game with us.
Okay.
Okay, it's called Memorable Moments. I'm going to give you a drawing, and I want you to tell me what do you think's happening in this drawing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the guy already wrote the answer on the wrong side, but we're still gonna go with it here.
Okay.
So here you go.
Okay.
Tell us what you think's going on in that drawing.
What I see is caring. I see something that I don't see all the time in a couple holding hands. You don't see that a lot. It's a beautiful thing to be connected to your wife in the public.
Gotcha. And you can flip
But
it
I
over.
also see,
Go ahead, keep going.
But also, I don't see smiles on the faces. I see angry. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Gotcha. Flip it over. Tell us what it says.
Wedding of James and Ruth Palmer. Wow.
Yeah.
6/10/2020. Oh, they just got married.
That's when he drew it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's when
A
he drew it.
wedding of James and Ruth Palmer. Wow.
Yeah.
They don't look happy.
I guess he forgot to put the smile, I
That's
guess.
right. With the holding of the hands.
Yes.
If you look at that, and many of those that are listening to this podcast, begin to check out the people, and also begin to check out. And I do this with when I do premarital counseling.
Mm-hmm.
After I do my premarital counseling before I marry you, I do 6 hours with you, and just basic things, basic foundational things. And I share with them. I ask them, "Do you love your wife?" "Yeah, I love her. Okay, you really love her? Okay, all right. And then at the end, after they leave out and go out, I stand right there and I look to see if he opens the door for his wife. It's the small things.
Gotcha.
And it's not saying you don't love your
Yeah.
wife. But what I'm saying, you need to understand really what that word really, really, really means.
Gotcha.
Because just that open the door for your wife, because I always ask, you'd be surprised. Ask a woman, if your husband opened the door for you, how would that make you feel? Ooh.
Yeah. And I guess it's also just a different type of upbringing, but that doesn't mean you don't love your wife, like you said. It doesn't mean.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to ask, since we just read someone's memorable moment, if you would give us the honor and draw a memorable moment that happened in your life.
Ooh.
And it could be anything. And it could be a stick figure. It could be anything.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
All right. So I'm going to give you this here.
All right.
And then here's a pen for you.
All right. Okay. I have a program that I have in juvenile hall, and the program is called BBM, Building Better Men from the Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
And we did 180 days. I had to go in and change the culture and the mindset of the youth, the hurt, the pain, the resentment. And those young boys took what I shared with them, my team, and they took it, applied it. It took us about 7 months to do it. But my brother, never ever been done in any juvenile hall at all in the world. They did 180 days. No fights, no conflicts, and no write-ups from the CO.
Mm-hmm.
From the program that I have that I go into juvenile halls. And I use it generically as well. But I have a program that builds men from the inside out.
And that's where it starts from the core. Starts from the core.
Absolutely.
You know, speaking of youth, and in the program that you work, why is it important when you work with youth to also incorporate the parents and the family? Why is that important to have that together as holistically?
Well, family, which I didn't have,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to learn how to be. I had to learn how to be a man. I had to learn how to be a husband. Then I had to learn how to be a father, and it was work. Why was it work? Because of the upbringing that I came up with, all the resentment, the hurt, and the pain, and the memories of not having a father or not having a family unit. And so the most important thing is that I craved that when I was little. I longed that, and I didn't have that. And so as I was growing up, I desired to have someone to cheer me on, but I didn't have no one.
Mm-hmm.
I was my own cheerleader, and my other teammates was my cheerleader, but I never had nobody in the stands. They did. Their dad, their mother, let's go, Johnny, let's go, let's go, let's go. I never had that, and I never heard that. I never, ever had a birthday party cake when I was little. Never had a birthday cake, never. But you know what? For whatever reason, and I wish I could say that I do know and understand at the time, it never bothered me for whatever reason. It really didn't.
You can't miss what you never had.
It never really bothered me. And so why is it so important for a youth to have family? Why is it so important? You have to ask that child that's sitting there in juvenile hall, female or male, what do you miss? What do you miss? And they will tell you all my family.
Mm.
To answer your question.
Mm.
They miss family. They miss structure. They miss love. They miss trust. They miss that hug.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want the bike. He doesn't want the money. He wants you, Dad.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
And that connects me to what we were talking about offline. Oh, you want to say something else?
No. I'm just saying.
It still connects me when we talk about offline, which is the fatherless epidemic.
Absolutely.
Right? Because let's say like in the 50s, it wasn't a big thing like we talked about.
No.
So why do you think it's happening? Is there a cause? Like, is it a fashion? Is it like a trend? What's your opinion about the
It's a
fatherless?
cycle. It's a repeated cycle. It's constant. It's that hamster mentality. I'm not going to get married. I have couples right now. I have couples that I deal with the Riverside County Courts. I have couples. He wants to get married. She doesn't want to get married. Why don't you want to get married? You got 5 kids.
What's her argument?
Her argument is it's just a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper? Really? Those that come to our church, I can't make you get married, but I share with you the most important reason why you should get married, right? Number one, because it's right, number one. And God says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor. So I want favor. Okay, I need to get married, but just don't get married for the sake of have the favor of God in your life.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do it because it's right.
Yeah.
You do it because it's right? But those that you have, and so now you got 9 kids and no dad. I have clients like that.
Like different baby daddies?
I have a client right now. She has 7 children and 4 different baby daddies.
Oof. Yuck.
And what God has me to do with total youth development, I've been connected. God has truly blessed me with a resource connection where the organization, government funded, Best Friends Closet in the Coachella Valley, outstanding. Shout out to them and their organization. But they partnered with me as a resource where all of my young men that I tell them when they get out, you call me immediately. We're going to go to a place called TKB, outstanding sandwich place. I want to take you there when you come out. And when they get out, after that, we go get hooked up because I don't want you to go back into the environment, right? Because if you do, 99.9%, you'll be right back into the juvenile hall. So this organization, and you have to be part of the justice system, meaning you've been in jail before, you've done time before, 18 to 25. And we have a program that will not only have you go through a training program for 240 hours. If you don't have clothes, we give you clothes. No matter. And you get paid while you're learning. You get paid while you're learning. And then they have another part of the program. You learn about ethics and morals and values. You go through another part of the program, just small, that you learn how to take an interview, how to be a client and go through interview process. We teach them everything that you need to know and understand how to be a man, and we build you, and then they turn them back over to me to build the other parts of their lives so they don't be a repeated cycle of another fatherless home.
The fatherless epidemic.
Fatherless epidemic. And it's growing. Currently, I'm with another organization called Olive Crest. Look them up.
Do you think that it's happening more so in certain communities than in other communities?
No, it's happening all over the world.
Gotcha.
It doesn't make any difference where you go in the world. People are people with the same issues. So what's going on? It's the same playing field, but different people.
Gotcha.
Same playing field. Same thing is going on all over the world. Some areas are more disenfranchised than others. But it's the same problems all over the world.
Gotcha. Some people say same different place.
Absolutely. It's all it is. That is all it is.
It's reminding me because I heard something recently and it kind of resonated with me, which is that for some reason, going in the category about why the powers that be are attacking the Black American so much, someone brought to my attention that, a lot of women are being attacked and being traumatized and all these things. And they said, and it resonated with me, if we can heal the woman, that can help heal and solve a lot of our problems. And it just resonated with me because it was just like, when you mentioned, 8 baby daddies and stuff like that, or, I kind of went a little bit far, or the woman who didn't want to get married. But if she was, in my opinion, if she was healed inside, she would be open to allowing a man into her life, having only one father to many kids.
Absolutely, sir. You hit the nail on the head.
But if we keep them broken, then we create a broken family, a broken relationship.
You're right on point. You have two discombobulated. He's discombobulated. She's discombobulated. She's all over the place from their upbringing, and they're coming together. Two discombobulated, trying to be combobulated, trying to fix themselves from their pain, their hurts, their resentments, whatever she was going through in her upbringing. Same thing with him. And they're trying to be a family, but don't know how.
Yeah.
That's what my program does. We have out there, and you have it all over, Boys and Girls Club, YMCAs. But here's the difference from Total Youth Development Training Center. Thank God for those programs. Denzel Washington came out of those. Many others came out of those programs. Places where they go, babysitting places. Really, that's what they are. That's all they are, right? While you and mama, whatever, y'all do your thing. And here it is briefly. Total Youth Development Training Centers, not only just for youth. We have programs for mom and dad as well. To learn how to be a dad, a better man, a better husband, a better provider. Teach mom the same thing, how to be a better woman, better mother, and heal those hurts and pains and resentments. And the key thing that is missing, that they have to learn how to do, that I had to learn how to do it, forgiveness.
Took the word right out of my mouth. Yeah.
You gotta learn how to forgive. What you went through, I'm not saying it's easy to get through that. That's not what I'm saying. I done it. My wife done it. She has a story. We went through it. And here we are on the other side. I married my wife. Now here's this part that I want. You know my backdrop. I married my wife with two children. That wasn't mine. Yeah. And while I married her, I was hurt and pain, still learning how to be that little Robert from the pain and the hurt of no dad and no structure from a family. But I married her because I loved her. Yes, the initial was a physical, of course.
Yes.
But I grew to love her. And it was ordained, without going into how it happened. And she had a son, Antoine. He was 6. Rashawn was 2. I came in their life. I knew their father. I never had no issues. He never gave me no issues. Wasn't no problem whatsoever.
It's good news.
It's very good news.
Yeah.
And I took those children, not knowing how to be a father, but I loved that woman. And we grew together. And then later on, she had 2 sons for me. So I raised 4 children. So I'm like 28, 29 now with 4 children, learning how to be a dad, learning how to be a husband, learning how to be a father.
Mm-hmm.
And she prayed for me because I got caught up in the drug life back in the day, right? In the military in 1974 to September 16th, Wednesday night, 1981, 845 West 59th Place. I heard 7 words that revolutionized my life.
So from growing up in a drug-induced household, you ended up becoming on drugs yourself.
I sure did. I chose to do that. I was over there in West Germany, and if anybody knows about how the soldiers maintained and kept their sanity, it was drugs. It was drugs. Overseas in West Germany, they had a thing called hashish.
Hashish.
Hashish. Blonde, choke it red, black, and green, compressed green. Those are the different types of hashish or drugs that was over there. And acid, I was on acid as well. I wasn't a drinker. I didn't like to drink, wasn't that, but I was in that hashish stuff. And I got caught up. And it took 8 years. Then I came back to the States and I really got caught up because in 1976, that's when they had what they call whack. And they had the whack, and then they had some other stuff, freebasing, cocaine. I got hooked on the cocaine. I got hooked on all of it all. And at that time, when I met my wife, I was still involved, right? And she began to pray for me. And God heard her prayer. If you're a boxing fan, September 16th, Wednesday night, 1981, something happened. 2 men fought, revolutionized the whole boxing world. Thomas Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, they fought that night.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never forget the night that I heard these 7 words in my room. After the fight, we had rolled a joint, long story joint. I went back home. I lived right next door to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
I went upstairs, and my wife, she was calling me because she knew, that
He was on that dope.
And at that time, we had the 2 children, and they was in, and they saw me in the drug life.
Mm-hmm.
They saw me. My 2 boys, they never saw me in the drug life.
Mm-hmm.
All they heard was the stories. But these 2 saw the transformation of a woman's prayer. And my wife, she called me, but I didn't answer. So she came upstairs, and she found me sitting beside a bed crying. I had just bought this $50 bag of Thai stick back in the day. Those that know about drugs.
Tell us
A
what
$50
Thai-stick
bag.
is. Tell us what Thai stick is.
Thai stick was a type of weed. It was on a stick, but budded. It was buds of weed, and you pluck it off the stick,
Mm-hmm.
right? I had just bought this $50 bag. This is 1981. You don't throw no $50 bag away. So I remember this sitting down there after going upstairs, and I was sitting. The next thing I heard, only way I can describe this is I'm sitting in the room, and I heard a voice like I'm talking to you right now, and the voice said this: "Get up and throw your dope away." That's what I heard. I can't tell you the span time. It came back again, but a little louder, more octave. Get up and throw your dope away. And this is what I remember happening. I looked at my dope box. I picked it up, walked to the toilet, and flushed it down the toilet. That's all I remember. My wife comes upstairs and tells me the rest of the story. And today I sit before you, removed from that. 45 years ago, I was changed in one night. Didn't go to no rehab, no NA, Narcotics Anonymous, AA, or Cocaine Anonymous, and I was hooked on all of that stuff.
Mm. And that's when she found you crying on the floor. And what's interesting, that's the same night of the Sugar Ray Leonard fight,
Sugar
right?
Ray Leonard fight.
So what it's saying, what I'm hearing is that God was fighting for you that night, but he had to make sure that you wanted to fight for you as well, which you did by putting that in the toilet.
Because I had a choice. Here we go again. Choice.
Yeah.
I could have chosen. Let me just say this. I love smoking the dope. I ain't lying about it. I like the way it made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think. And we hear these stories, man, I'm just smoking a little because I like to. But no, you're killing yourself.
I'm more creative when I do it.
Exactly. No, you've been lied to, and you don't know the truth, and no disrespect, and you're ignorant, a lack of knowledge of what the drugs are doing to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I became a drug counselor at Crenshaw Christian Center called the program called ADAP,
Gotcha.
Alcohol Drug Abuse Program.
Who better to guide people away from drugs than someone who was an addict themselves?
I was a addict.
Yeah. Who better?
I loved it. And they're lying about it. But once I got free and found out what it was doing to my body, and it was messing me up. But because of my sports, it didn't really take effect and take me out. Because I was a martial art guy. I played basketball all the time, and I was a runner. And that's what, it didn't take effect like it should have. Because one joint, one weed joint is equivalent to a whole pack of cigarettes. One pack of cigarettes, which has 28 to 30, 15 to 20 inside a pack of cigarettes. One joint is equivalent to one pack of cigarettes.
Really?
Yes.
You think so? With
No,
all
I know so.
with all
No,
the chemicals
no,
in a
I know
cigarette?
So. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I've done all the research. That's what I do. That's
Okay.
what I do for the Riverside County Courts.
Interesting.
Yeah. I do anger management, domestic violence, which is called battered intervention now.
Yeah.
And I do parenting, co-parenting, and drug and alcohol counseling for the courts.
Martial arts.
Yes.
This is what I want to get into. What was it called? It's called Shudokan?
Shudokan, which
right?
is a Japanese style from Japan, tiger style.
Tiger style. Got you.
Strong kicks, strong legs.
Which is related to karate? It's part
It
of
is
karate?
karate. See,
Okay.
See, you have in the
Karate.
martial art world, you have martial arts
Yeah.
at the top. Below that, you have what we call karate and kung fu.
Okay.
Below that, you have systems in each one. Kung fu is more of your animal stuff. The praying mantis, that's in your kung fu styles.
The snake.
The snake,
Gotcha.
praying mantis, the monkey. Those are all in those different in that.
Kung fu,
right? And you could create a system
Got you.
and call it yeah, whatever that would mean.
Gotcha. In Kung Fu.
Yeah, whatever, or karate. You can
Okay.
create a style, whatever you want.
Okay.
You could create it. Martial arts,
Yeah.
control over you and control your environment, but it's an art.
Yeah.
It is an art. The Olympics haven't really took on, they lately did have, but not really like they should.
Yes.
It is so awesome, and I used it to build ethics, morals, and values and structure and foundation in our youth and families.
And this is what I want to ask you about martial arts and Shudokan, right?
Shudokan.
How did it affect your philosophy of life?
Oh, martial arts, you have to be disciplined. You have to be aware, and you have to be focused and attentive. And you learn how to put all those things together at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be structured. Because once you martial arts, you hear people doing, you see them doing different movements, right? Those are called katas, K-A-T-A.
Mm-hmm.
Kata. A kata is made up of different blocks and movements and punches. That's what a kata is.
Ah.
Move over here, move over here, move over there. You see the hand movements. That's right, that. And you look at me focused. And you let nothing come in to that focus. Because every movement and every block and every punch is on purpose. It should be on purpose. It's not for fun.
Gotcha. It's intentional.
It's intentional. 2 to 5 seconds.
Gotcha.
I needed to mobilize you.
So is Jeet Kune Do, which I believe is
Jeet, martial art, the art of many styles, Bruce Lee.
is that under karate? Karate?
That's under Kung Fu.
Oh, it's under Kung Fu.
But it's a mixture. It is a mixture of a lot of martial arts.
Uh-huh.
That's what he created.
Got you. Shout out to
Yes.
you, Bruce Lee.
Mhm.
We're gonna keep going through this, but we're trying to go through them as fast as I can. But I
Take your
definitely
time.
want to address all of them. We spoke a little bit about anger management,
Yes.
right? And I want to know, is anger management, or this thing called anger and managing it, is it underrated? Is it overrated? Does it hit certain communities more than others? What's your thoughts and your take from your experience?
Okay. Anger is an emotion,
Mm-hmm.
right? Categorized by, could be family issues, it could be this, it could be that, it could be a multiple of things, what causes you to act out. But that's not why you're acting out. You're acting out because of something what we call triggers, right? Triggers are the underlining. It's the cause of why you're acting out in that way that caused the emotion of a thought that came to your mind. The thought comes first. And if you continue to entertain that thought, whether it's positive or negative, you will eventually act it out in your emotions. So anger, you want to not just, you need to manage it, but you need to eradicate it.
Mm.
And you can, right? And so battered intervention or domestic violence is a byproduct of anger.
Okay.
Why did you punch that wall?
I'm angry.
You're angry. Well, what
Why?
caused you?
Yeah, what is?
See, what caused
Yeah.
you to punch the wall?
Cause and effect.
It's cause and effect. Something caused you to act out in that emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to punch that wall, but you chose to punch the wall. So can you tell me why you did that? And it can't. It can't tell you why.
Mm.
But I guarantee you, if we, right, and if we that are counselors or what I do, teach anger management or what it is, right, or help people with this area, we know within 5 minutes why you're doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trained to do that, right?
Yeah.
But if you just take a walk back into your life between ages 1 and 5, where all your ethics, morals, values, character should be created and understood and taught by a dad.
Here we go. Full circle.
Who's in the home,
Mm-hmm.
and a mom there to help dad to do what dad's supposed to do. Little Johnny, little Mary receives a perspective of how to deal or cope with issues in the house from their parents. They see them in the home. They over there, but they listening and watching. And they receive a perspective of how to deal with issues, whatever it be, money issues in the house, or this, or that, or whatever it may be. And so guess what? If they don't get taught right that this is not the way you deal with this is the way you deal or cope with this. If they're not trained, they're going to grow up and do what? Repeat the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And there, because I saw it on the schoolyards, boyfriend, girlfriends. You see boys grabbing the girl. Well, where'd you get that from? And yelling at her. Ooh, where'd you get that from? Exactly. You got it from your home, or you got it from TV, or you got it from going over your cousin's house and you've seen another
person do it.
It's learned behavior.
Definitely. Which most behaviors is learned behavior.
Bam.
Yeah.
It's all learned behavior, which we have to learn how to, what's the word I want to use? We have to teach them the whys. Why I should not respond like that.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Not just tell them, you shouldn't respond like that. Okay, well, they probably know that. They know that. But tell them why.
Gotcha.
And show them the effects. Look what happened. Now you're in jail. Mm. Look what happened. Now you got to pay alimony. Look what happened. Now you got a restraining order.
Gotcha. Or maybe from a different perspective, just like how you never missed a birthday party, maybe that's their normal, or they expect to go to jail. There. Maybe they expect that's the normal. Like, oh, I'm supposed to act this way because that's...
You hit the nail on the head.
That's what it's supposed to be.
That's exactly. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this. Yeah. This is what we're supposed to respond.
Yeah.
And I should expect to go to jail. Why?
That's the normal.
That's the normal. Really? Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, is the anger management or the anger thing, is it overrated? Is it underrated?
No, it's not underrated and it's not overrated. Mm. It's not dealt with.
Period. Gotcha.
And that's what I do. I've been doing this since 2015.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
deep in it,
And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
And a double note for it is that, do you see this anger issue hitting different social economic classes more so than others? And I think I saw a statistic that you wrote. Has this anger issue been a contributing factor to the juvenile violent crimes?
Absolutely, 100%. Now you have to ask yourself why. Why is that percentage like that? Because it's never been dealt with. It's never been dealt with in the home. We see it again. I want to reiterate. We see it in the sports. We see it with the NBA, baseball. You see it through. They've never been dealt with. And share with them, this is not how you react to issues that you feel. This is how you should react to it. Mm-hmm. Because why are you reacting to it like that? It's because that's what you saw. That's what you've seen all your life in your home. And if you, now watch this, my brother Antonio. Interviews. Right after a game or an event, mm-hmm. Big event. I want to thank my mom. You never hear about Dad.
Dad's the unsung hero. Yes.
The young son. You never hear him. You have never the young men talk about their dads. Mm-hmm. Now why? Because they're not in the picture.
Yeah.
Thank God for mamas. I love single mamas. I love them because God has given them the fortitude, the structure, and the grace to be able to raise. I know a lady right now. She has 2 sons. I came in her life when the boys were like 6 and 7 years old, twins. Dad lived right down the street. Never had nothing to do with them. And to this day, you see him if you go to my website. And to this day, that lady raised those awesome boys. They are men today. Mm-hmm. God gave her the grace. They loved their mother. Their testimonies if you go to the success testimony, mm-hmm. You'll read that in there without saying their names. Awesome mom. And I'm still in their life today, over 30 years. Mm. When I come in your life, I'm in it. I don't know about nobody else. I'm your brother now, like I said the other day.
Yeah.
You got me in your life. I don't know about the integrity of other people, but I know about my integrity to you.
Yeah, and yeah, I was gonna go somewhere with the the single moms and the dads, and sometimes I've noticed that a lot of dads do want to be involved in their child's life, but the mom doesn't want the dad to be involved. But that's a different topic.
That's true. That's absolutely cool.
Yeah.
They do not. Why?
Yeah.
The pain and the hurt and the resentment. They don't want to experience that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these guys, they put their hands on women. They put their hands on those women. That's a pet peeve with me, and we might not even go into that. That's a pet peeve with me. I've always told my wife, if I have to put my hands on her, you don't need to be in my life.
Yeah.
If you can take me there to where I physically hurt you,
Yeah.
I don't need to be in your life. You don't need to be in my life.
Gotcha. If you're causing that much rage in me that I have to put my hands on you,
there you go, brother.
or punch a wall,
there you go, brother.
then
all the above.
Check the box. Speaking about anger, right? I guess we can also say that's part of, depending on the level of anger, uncontrolled anger, I guess you can say. The Hulk, shout out to the Hulk. That'd be part of the character of mental health, we would say, right?
Absolutely, sir. Oh, absolutely.
What do you think about the mental health that's going on, and can it be fixed?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Mental health and a breakdown. And you can check it. What you have to ask, what is mental health?
Mm-hmm.
Mental health is the inability, very easy, the inability to cope with issues that confront you on a daily basis. Makes no difference what the inability is. Yes, we do have some children that are born into family with the syndromes and this and that. That's a whole different role.
Mm-hmm. But
the regular thing that they call mental health,
yeah,
just listen to it. Mental health. That means you're not healthy in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So what I got to do what I did with those children in the juvenile hall. I change your mindset, help you see something. It ain't about Coach C. It's about what I'm sharing with you, because I've been there. I had mental health issues. Yeah, I had mental health issues.
Yeah.
But I learned how to cope with them. I learned how to adjust, adapt, and I move on in that thing. That's what I've done for my last 70 years. And listen to what I'm going to say. I watch this, and this is what I love myself. So people that don't want any help, you don't love yourself enough to get help. So how are you going to be able to love anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
Totally impossible. Those are one of the areas I deal with when I'm talking. I said, do you love yourself? Yeah, no, you don't. I do, Coach. No, you don't. Because you keep doing the same thing. And you expect a different result. Number one, that's insane. Because you keep sowing that same seed, all you can do is get the same results. Nothing else. So you really don't love yourself. I want to help you love yourself. I want you to help. Look, I'm going to show you. Are you willing? And I always go there. I will not usurp who I know, what I know, my authority on you. Do you want to help?
Yeah.
If you say yes, get ready. Now, it's going to be work. All caps.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to enjoy it. You're going to begin to love yourself and then begin to enjoy life. Because right now, you're just existing. You're just existing.
Yeah.
That's all you are. You don't have life. You can't help anybody, not even yourself.
Yeah. It makes me think when they say, yes, I do love myself. I guess my next question is, how do you define love?
Yeah.
Is love being beaten every day? Is that how you interpret love? Is that your interpretation
I
of
continue.
love?
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah, right. And so we have to first identify how you define love.
Absolutely, sir.
And then if
100%.
that's what you consider loving yourself, then maybe we might have to redefine what love is to
Absolutely.
you. Right?
Absolutely. No. Chad?
Chad Muska. And so, and then there was a person who became probably the most famous person in this industry, and his name was Tony Hawk.
Yes.
Sound familiar?
Absolutely.
So with that said, I want to know if you can talk to us about Skateboarders for Life.
Oh, man.
Why, what it is, and who's for it.
Skateboarders, notice,
He wasn't ready for
Skateboarders for Life.
Gotcha.
And I had a 4 in it, for life, right? So Skateboarders for Life came to me 3 years ago in a vision.
Were
I'm
you
not a
skateboarding?
skateboarder.
Okay.
I'm not even a skateboarder. So that's what it has to happen. So Skateboarders for Life came to me, and I said, okay, Daddy. And I've always learned when I get something like that, I know he has to make it happen. I don't know anything about that. Nothing about that, right? So what I did initially, I said, okay, you want me to do Skateboarders? He gave me the name, all the stuff you see, all the merch you see, everything. He did it all. My logo, everything. He did it. Everything.
Clearly saw it. You clearly saw it.
Clearly saw the whole thing. But I knew this. I said, okay, you want me to do Skateboarders? So I need to find out who the top 10 skateboarders are. I went on. I got it. I have it today.
Okay.
I went on there, clicked the top. Thank God for Google. And I pulled up the top 10 skateboarders. Tony Hawk is on there. Some other guys is on there. And then all of a sudden I hit this other guy. Robert Dyrdek.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's the founder of what we have today. SLS has taken the world by storm. Skateboarders League.
Yeah.
You look it up.
He did the
It's
show-
world renowned.
He did the show Robin Big, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
Ridiculous is his show. And I started doing investigation on all these people and all this, that, and then one thing led to another, and I have not, and it's going on my third year, I have not lost it, and now here we are today in the process of getting ready to build this facility, including with everything with it, the ministry itself, all the anger management, all of that. Of course, we're going to have a skateboard. We're going to have a hoop, but we're going to build an indoor skate park in the Coachella Valley. Because out there, if you know about Coachella Valley, last year it got to 126 degrees. Yes. Well, they're not doing no skateboarding at all, not even 102 degrees. They're out there not doing anything. When it rains, they're not doing any skateboarding. So what God has given me, and you ask yourself the question, because I went there, how come that nobody else got this vision to build an indoor skate park? Do they have a lot of skate parks out there? Absolutely, but not an indoor one. And God will give you those kind of things, give you things that are not out there. He will give you things, and that's what I help my youth with, how to find yourself and find your lane early. But I received this at age 64.
Beautiful.
Right? And I'm in it. I am in it. Now I've been all over, going to all the and God has connected me with the people that I need to be connected with. So Skateboarders for Life is an avenue, is an outreach to our youth and family. God spoke to me and said, son, it's time to get outside. Get back to what you started with Total Youth Development. So now I'm outside the walls of the church, the building. And so I'm out doing outreaches with our youth and family. Because how are you going to reach the youth? How are you going to reach the family?
Got to go to him.
Got to go to them.
Yeah.
Going to reach the youth because youth got family. And that's that's the direction of what God. So Skateboarders for Life is an outreach to our families, not just to youth.
Through skateboarding.
Through skateboarding.
Gotcha.
And I found out just recently, I did some little research. Miley Cyrus is a skateboarder. Pharrell is a skateboarder, a fanatic. And my man,
Lil Wayne.
is a skateboarder. And I just looked at another little YouTube thing, and he said while he started skateboarding, it helped him focus. It helped him to remove himself from what was going on in his life. And it helped him mentally. So also I found out that mental health is also linked. Skateboarding is also linked to helping mental health to our youth. And autism is also. So I've been doing my homework.
Yeah.
I've been doing my homework. And God has begun to connect me with all the different people that I need to be connected with. Again, I'm not a skateboarder, but I got the vision.
Amen. I want to share something the Spirit told me with you. Congratulations, number one. And I learned that exercising is one of the key components to helping with mental health.
Okay.
But going to the skateboarding, I want to share this with you because the Spirit told me to tell you.
Okay.
You maybe already thought about it, but definitely consider hosting competitions, skateboarding competitions there, and getting some of these names there, because that's how it's really going to make that platform excel.
Doc, you're on point. Believe me, you're on point. That's actually what I was just in Santa Monica. No, Pomona.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Pomona before I came. After I left here on Saturday, I went to Pomona, and on the 21st, it was skate day, go skate day throughout the whole world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I connected with the skateboard committee that was there, Pomona City Hall, and so I have a connection, and we're going to start doing exactly. God had already spoke to me about what you're saying, so it's just confirmation. It's just confirmation.
That's what I do.
That's just confirmation, brother, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I already got how it's going to be done. I already have it wrote down. Write down the vision and make it plain, right? I have it. You are on point.
Yep.
Just a confirmation.
Yeah. And
Thank you for that.
Of course. I'm glad to. And I'd like to follow whenever the Spirit tells me.
That was on point.
When the
I
Father
mean,
tells me.
100%. 100%.
And I like to follow when the Spirit tells me to. And definitely congratulations on getting the funding to build the vision, because we definitely need funding to support the vision, right?
Yeah, we need, right now what we're doing, we need, for capital initially, $3 million.
Okay.
We're in the process right now of having our contribution meeting and the levels, things like that. And we already found a location and a facility. Costs us nothing. We'll just give it to us.
Congratulations. Yeah. Wow.
So what's happening, my brother?
I love it. And the last thing I want to recommend is, let's say you can't get a bunch of professional skateboarders to be a part of the competitions, but if you can pay for one or two to be a host or a judge, that'll be a big entryway for people to come to watch the competition and being part of the competition.
Well, just to let you know, I was at 3 weeks ago, I was at Pasadena. I'm out there. I'm at Pasadena, and they had a gaming expo. But at the gaming expo, they had a place there for skateboarders. They had a skateboard expedition exhibit.
Okay.
So when I got there, I met a man. He's a DJ for skateboarders.
Cool.
And I got connected with skateboarders, and he's also getting ready to do an event with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy just launched his skateboarding thing. Oh, yeah. Give it a happen. Yes, I'm invited.
We're right on time.
I'm right on time.
We're right on time.
Right on time. Right on time.
Amen. I'm glad to speak about it. For us to hear everything here on the Empire. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
I am enjoying myself.
Yeah,
I will never forget this day.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. And thank you for being here with us. And yes, as a man of faith, right? I can say, right? If you had one question that you could ask God and He would answer it, what question would that be?
Okay, the question is what I would ask is what people ask me. Why? Why am I going through this? I get that from people all the time, right? Why am I going through this? And everything that I share, I go to that Bible. Everything, because my life is the integrity of those words, whether a person believes it or not. But my life is the integrity of that, right? So I give them those. I never, ever give anybody my opinion, even though I have one.
Mm-hmm.
I never give anybody what do you think about this? Why? Because God does not confirm what I think. He does not confirm my opinion. He only confirms His word. So that's why I give you His word, so that He will have something to confirm in your life if you believe it. If you believe it. And so that's what I would ask. Why? Why do people? But He showed me from His word why people. Here we go. You ready? We're going to go back to the word that I started with. Choice. Mm-hmm. People choose to do what they do. People choose to not believe that He's God, believe there is a Jesus, believe that He died. That's your choice. You have a choice to believe what you want. So I can only tell people what happened to me and why I'm at the day in my life. So to answer your question, why? Why are these things happening? But I have the answer. Choice. I have the answer. Choice. He says to choose life or death.
Got you.
That you and your seed may live. And He's talking to the dad. Because the seed comes from the dad.
When you said that, it made me think of life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Proverbs 18:21.
Hello. Right on time. I didn't want to ask this question, but it's coming to me, which is, do you have a favorite book in the Bible?
Yes, I do.
Which is?
My favorite book in the Bible is 1 Corinthians It's Corinthians, First and Second Corinthians.
Gotcha.
Well, I do have two, but if I
Gotcha.
had to choose, First and Second Corinthians.
Gotcha. Written by Paul.
Huh?
Written by Paul. Yes.
Exactly.
You know, we talked about the importance of your wife in your life.
Oh man.
Can we give a shout out to her name?
I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife of 45 years, Cheryl Cummings.
Can you explain from your perspective about your family and the importance of your wife in your life?
Okay. Again, go back to my wife prayed for me when I married her, and how we met is just amazing. She would have to tell that story. She would have to tell the story. Only God did it. He was the only one that did it. So long story short, when I married, I proposed to her after about 6 months.
Okay.
And I knew if she had the children.
Was it a shotgun wedding?
No.
Okay.
No. We got married at Twin Palms Chapel in Linwood at 2:00 p.m. On a Saturday, March 14th, 1981. Dates and times are very important to me.
Wow, this is not too long after you gave up the drug.
It was right after, I'm telling you, September 16th, Wednesday night, 1981. And that her praying for me, I didn't know she was praying for me. I did not know. We used, I was learning how to be a dad. When we get into arguments, we get into disagreements, I would leave. I wasn't the type of man that, I didn't like that. To this day, she knows I don't like all of that drama.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But not understanding, but I do understand now, all she was trying to do was communicate with me. That's what I tell couples. Your wife is trying to communicate with you. Your husband's trying to communicate with you. And because of all the other upbringing, you haven't learned how to communicate.
Gotcha.
And you haven't learned how to communicate effectively.
Or know how each other communicates.
Absolutely.
Their method of communication.
Absolutely, because there's levels of communication, right? You communicate different ways, nonverbal and verbal. Which, So my wife is everything to me. She's everything to me. Everything to me. I make sure that anywhere I go, all over the world, if you walked into our pantry, there's cups from every place that I've been. Why do I do that? So she can pat me on the back? No. I want to let her know that I'm thinking about her everywhere I am.
I love it.
Everywhere that I go, I bring back a cup from all over the place that I've been. Every state, South Africa, Jamaica, every place that I've been.
Wow. I just thought of this thing right now. You bring her an empty cup and she fills it up.
Bam. I like that, man. I love it. Absolutely. We've learned how to grow together. We learn how to love, true love. See, true love is described in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13. That is when I do weddings, that's where I use that. And they might have their own vows, but I have my vows that I say over them. But 1 Corinthians 13, I go through that. Love is patient.
Love is kind.
Love is kind. Love does not think evil. It doesn't do that. It's not envious. It doesn't say things that are wrong or make you hurt or make you painful. It doesn't do not love, not God's love. Love is thoughtful. That's what love does.
Yeah.
And if you don't know him, then you don't know what love is. So it's going to be impossible for me to love you. It's going to be impossible.
Gotcha.
To be able to love you, I tell men, you're not going to be able to love your wife the way you need to love her if you don't first love him and know love. Not going to be able to do it. You probably want to, but it's going to be superficial.
Gotcha.
And I know you probably do really love your wife, and you probably do love your husband. But if you haven't allowed yourself to forgive and get healed, like you shared earlier, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. And, I guess my only disagreement with that is, how can you love anything else before you can love yourself?
Yeah.
Even the creator.
That's
right?
true.
Even
I
the
agree with
creator.
you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Because then I'll be superficial
I agree
as
with
well.
you. I agree with you.
I think that's my only part
No,
about it.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And the thing is that you love yourself. That's true. You love yourself, but to be able to love someone else, you're going to have him help you.
Yeah.
You're going to have the help. Because I deal with it every day and all day with people. Well, I don't know how to love them. Okay, let me show you. But you still have to choose.
Definitely. And I would even say, because I think I like to accept people where they are. Like,
Absolutely.
say they have their belief in
Yes, sir.
not believing in a creator.
Absolutely.
I don't want to dismiss them for not having love.
No,
Or being able to love if they don't believe
no, not at all.
in God or something like
Not
that.
at all. Not at all. No, not at all. But if they ask me, I'll tell them.
Okay. I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mr.
I'm
Cummings,
in agreement.
Mr. Cummings, I want to know if you want to play another game with us.
Play it.
We're having fun with the games,
We're
right?
having fun with the games.
Right. It's game time. I was gonna sing the TNT song, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, this game's called Quick Slip.
Quick slip.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a word, and the first thing that comes to your mind, I want you to spit it right back out.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
All right. Quick Slip. Here we go. Guns.
Shoot.
Plagiarism.
Anger.
Ego. Uh-oh. He's thinking too long, folks.
Yeah, because that's a big
Come
one
on.
with me.
Just spit it out.
Okay, just spit it out.
Yep. Ego.
Ego. Man, see,
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it come out.
Self-absorbance.
Mm-hmm. Effort.
Painless.
Relentless.
Don't give up.
George Jefferson.
Funny.
Bananas.
Good.
Apples.
Pleasurable.
Anti.
Social.
Income.
Money.
Wealth.
More money.
Diligence.
Don't give up.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh. Artist.
Diana Ross.
Outstanding. Woman.
Oval Office.
Overrated.
Heart.
Peace.
Discipline.
Structure.
The youth.
Need.
The earth.
Say it again to me.
The earth.
What is it?
Earwax.
Bad.
Out.
In.
Plans.
Needed.
Family.
Purpose.
Foresight.
Vision.
And that's Quick Slip.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Coach C, we learned a lot about you today. But what's something that most people don't know about you, even close friends? And it could be anything,
Okay.
big or small.
All righty. I love people hard. I love you. And when you when I love you, and then you show me that you don't respect the love, that's tough for me. Will I get through it? Yeah. But it hurts. And I know and understand this from my upbringing, what I didn't have. And you constantly grow. You never arrive. You constantly grow as a man, and then of course as a husband, as a father. But when somebody doesn't love back, it's kind of tough. Really kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm giving you, it's like this. A woman, she loves hard. She does. And when and especially if she has some trauma, it's even harder. But when she's put all out there, she's not getting it back. And then you wonder why she act like she's couple up with everything's going on. And it's vice versa with the man too as well. We both, and when you're coming together like that, man, it's tough. I'm giving you my all. You don't respect that? That's a pet peeve with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pet peeve with me.
Gotcha. It's like giving all your love to a brick wall, watching it just slide right down.
And what I'll do, I will continue to love you until you won't let me. I will continue. When I say won't let me, in other words, I'm going to cut you. I'm going to clip you.
Eventually.
I'm going to clip you, but I will continue to love you because I'm commanded to do that. But I will not allow you to be in my space.
Mm.
I will not allow that.
Okay.
I will clip you,
Mm-hmm.
but I will love you. Always know that. And if you come to your senses, guess what? I'll still be here for you.
Hey,
I'll never do what? I'll never leave you
nor forsake you.
and no forsake you.
Boom. We're on point here, folks. We're on point. Mr. Robert Cummings, I want to thank you for being on the Empire.
Thank you so much.
What current projects are you working on? Whether that's personal, business, family, what current
To
projects
tell
are you
you the
working
truth, finances. Working on my own personal finances.
Mhm.
Working on those finances. Because right now we're looking to share a little bit about the hoops. You know, the San Diego Hoops it's a basketball mobile unit that's going to revolutionize the whole Coachella Valley, and not only help financially, but also help to be able to help other families financially. I want to be able to help people that, hey, for whatever reason, you don't have something, you can come to Total Youth Development.
Mhm.
Come to Total Youth Development. Now you can't keep coming, but we'll be there initially for you.
Gotcha. Well, we didn't talk about hoops here, but you can inform us what hoops is.
So hoops is it was a Hoop San Diego. Matter of fact, he texted me today. He was a founder of Hoops in San Diego. It is a mobile arcade basketball vehicle.
What's the gentleman's name?
Name is Scott.
Okay.
If you look it up, and he's a gentleman, husband and wife, family, and he came up with this hoops.
Okay.
You know the arcade games. You go to a amusement park, and they shoot the basketballs. Not only the children, but the family, the adults get involved.
Yeah. Everybody.
Everybody gets involved. It's another family thing. So
It's a
so 3:00 in the morning,
family
I get a lot of stuff early in the morning, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on surfing. I see the San Diego Hoops. Click on it. I lost it. Oh my gosh, that's gonna accent Total Youth Development. It's gonna be a together thing, right? And the Coachella Valley is needing of that. It's a need for what I'm going to be bringing. So the blessing is that the Total Youth Development Training Program with this indoor skate park will be the first of its kind. Hoops will be the first of its kind. That's how God does things. He's the first of all things, right? And so Hoops is going to be a real blessing. So right now we're looking for financing, or somebody might want to donate it. It's going to be a blessing to the Coachella Valley. And everything that I do it on purpose, intentional. It's all about family. Everything I do is about family. Everything I do is about family.
Yeah.
Building better families, building better men, building better. You should always want to be better.
Gotcha. You can let the people know they're looking for investors. They might be somebody here that's...
It might be somebody out there. If you want to get in contact with me and learn more about this, right? You can give me a call, 760-774-4929, or email me at coachc41153@gmail.com. You can even text me on that number. Again, if you want to be an investor, be a blessing to you. I'm telling you. Or the ROI on that is going to be a blessing to you. Return on investment. Or if you just want to be a donor, get in touch with me. And if you understand, I've learned this now in this business world, naming rights will go attached to that. Naming rights. We can put your name all over it. No problem. But the investor, it's going to be a blessing to you. I'm looking for one investor.
Yep.
Just one. What are you? 60,000. And we need to meet. I guarantee you, once you see, oh, yeah, I got to get involved in this. You're not want to go be involved. You're going to want to be involved.
Yep.
So if that's you, get in touch. Get in touch with Dr. Coach C, the motivator.
Yes. And he's talking about the hoops, guys, again, by the way. That's the virtual hoop basketball game.
Yeah, the mobile.
The mobile, which can be used anywhere.
Oh.
You take it anywhere you want to go.
Anywhere.
Any event, any sporting event, a wedding, quinceañera, the cookout, wherever you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come and drop. They're like those bouncers. That's what it is.
Yep.
But this is a little bit more intentional. It's about building family.
Yes.
But at the same time, enjoying it and helping the community financially. That's where I'm headed.
Yes. And, did you name yourself the motivator, or did someone else name you the motivator?
Yeah, somebody named that.
Okay.
Gave me that name. Coach C, the motivator. Because I motivate people. I love to motivate you. If you're feeling a certain way for whatever reasons, right? Whatever it is, I guarantee you, what I share with you, and other people are doing it, but I don't know about them, but I know about me. I do everything on purpose. If I come into your life, I'm in it forever. You got me forever. I have people that will tell you, yeah, he's telling you the truth. And it's
Yeah.
not me just telling the truth. It's just Coach C, the motivator. Failure is not an option. It's a choice. No excuses, just results.
I like that. It's making me think. Since I gave you the Pancake Man as a nickname.
I love the Pancake Man. I love the Pancake Man. You're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear
I
that.
love it. Just
You're gonna
naming
hear-
rights.
I'm gonna give you. Hey! I'm telling you.
It makes me think. With the time that we've had, our pleasure. Thank you so much. What nickname would you give me?
Oh man, well, if I had to give you a nickname, on purpose.
Okay.
On purpose. I can see it.
Is that a double entendre?
Hey, on purpose.
Okay.
Or I could have another one, and this is something that I just had with me, right? Because see, you're a man on purpose.
Thank you.
I can see it.
Thank you.
We have the same. I don't stop. I will not stop. I don't give up. Let me just show you why. And this is, I can call him right now if I wanted to. Did Coach C do this? Yes, he did. We're in the gym right after karate session. One of my cousins, my nephew, he's a basketball player. He came to this particular fitness workout. And he took the basketball, half court, first shot. Oh, no. Coach C, not competition, but I believe I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I won't. No excuses. Just I will not give up. I'm not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that guy. I can call somebody right now. They will tell you. Took me about an hour, but I made it. I don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Then he took a football, because we had somebody was throwing footballs in there. Took the football. Whew. I lost it. Made it on the first shot. I said, oh, no. We was in there about another 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I made it. That's why I tell people, no excuses, just results.
Yeah.
You don't stop. You don't give up. You do not give up. And I will not give up on you. I do that with people. But that's where I got that from. I made it. Took me a long time. But I made it.
Right.
Don't give up.
Amen. Yeah. And I learned, I remember, depending on how on purpose you are
Mm-hmm.
or in love with something, I remember I was doing music at the time and I gave up. I was like, I'm done with this thing. And then the Spirit gave me an idea and I'm like, oh, this would be a cool idea. And it's just like, well, you didn't give up. So I learned when you're really passionate about something and love something, just keep doing it because you're gonna end up coming back to it anyway. So you might as well just stay on track the whole time.
Absolutely. I heard a word. I heard a word
Mhm.
that you said. I use the same word. Passion.
Mm-hmm.
Passion. There's one force that you can't not stop. The running back. You ask yourself, what is the running back's main purpose or his intentions? Get in that end zone.
Yep. Break through everybody.
To break through.
Yep.
To get in that end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of passion you need to have, is to get in that end zone. To get in that end zone. And so I won't stop until I do. And it's not competition with nobody. I just believe in myself that I can do that.
I love that. Coach C, let's say 100 years pass by, 250 years pass by. What would you like your empire to look like 250 years from now?
Duplication. Duplication. I want people to take what I have given them and duplicate it. Just duplicate it. You might have your own little twist.
Mm-hmm.
You might have your own little twist on it, but duplication. I want to help you. I want you to help somebody else. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. But the things that I've taught you, the things that I've shared with you, however you want to do it, but principles don't change. Principles don't change. People do, but not principles. And what I give people is principles and truths. Give people truth. and the principle. Share your story, share your testimony, because somebody out there is going to listen. There is somebody out there going to listen. And if you change one person's life and that person changed another person's life, right? It's going to be a geometric progression. Because if you change one and that person, that's 365 people that it all would come back to Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it start? Antonio. Started with Coach C. That's what it is.
I love it.
That's what it is.
I love it. Duplication will be the empire.
Duplication with the empire.
That'll be your empire.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Duplication.
I love that.
That's what I'll be known for. Not what I've done. Did I help you?
Mm-hmm.
When you came in my office, did you leave the same way? When you came to our church facility, did you leave the same way? When you came in here for marriage counseling, did you leave the same way? When you came in here for anger management, domestic violence, or why you came in my office, or how you end up in my office, my desire and passion is that you don't leave the same person. That I will leave an impression, but you never forget Coach C.
A positive impression.
Positive impression.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Coach C, thank you so much for being on the Empire.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's been a pleasure. Can you let everybody know how they can find you, support you? I know we mentioned it, but can you let everybody know again how they can find you and support you?
Absolutely. You can find me. My website is drcoachc.com. drcoachc.com. That's my website. Again, my telephone number, contact number is 760-774-4929. My email, coachc41153@gmail.com. You will be able to locate me. Just put in, and if you want to go to YouTube, you can put in Dr. Coach C. I do have a podcast, Real Truth and Real Results. You'll love it. That's how you can contact me.
Nice. No Instagram?
I do have an Instagram. Yes, I do. Total Youth 777 or just Total Youth on Instagram. You will find me. Absolutely. I'm not that techie on that, but I do have an Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I was telling an older gentleman the other day, Instagram is the new Yellow Pages.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if you do look up Total Youth Development, you will find me, or Total Youth Development 777. You also will find me as well.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And I'll have those information, ladies and gentlemen, in the description. That way you can just click on it and you can find them that way. I want to thank Dr. Coach C for being on. I want to thank all you guys for listening and tuning in. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you thought. If you want to support the work that we're doing here, you can do our Cash App, which is $THEE Empire Podcast. It goes right back into the work that we're doing. We also have merch, we have books. Anything that you do really helps us continue this work that we love to do. Even liking the video and subscribing helps a lot. And we appreciate all you guys. We love the work we're doing. And other than that, anything else you want to say, Coach C, before we get out of here?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I truly, truly did it on purpose, intentionally.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
I say it's my duty. Yeah. Is it my will? Yeah. To do what? Yeah. To do is right.
I got you. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Awesome. Let me just put this away here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my assistant when you need her?